Pleasant good evening to you and welcome in to Bingham High School for Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Brought to you by Jiffy Lube. Tonight we've got a Region 2 clash between the Bingham Miners and the Copper Hills Grizzlies. Trevor Allen here with you on this Friday night for some basketball in Region 2. And we'll go ahead and start with the Copper Hills Grizzlies under head coach Brian Alfrey in his second season. 18-19 record. They're 7-12. Overall, 1-7 in region play, looking to get back on track after picking up a win over Cedar Valley. They want to keep the momentum going, and they will start this way. Number 2, Isaiah Reiser, who's averaging 19.9 points per game, which is good for third in 6A as far as points scored, 379. He's fourth in points per game, and he's fifth in three-pointers made with 43. He'll be joined alongside senior number 10, Daniel Johnson. Sophomore, number 12, Eli Mulford, averaging 10.7 points per game, and he is third in 6A in three-pointers made with 47. And also Cameron Wilson, who's a junior wearing number 15, and a senior wearing number 31. That's Jacob Curtis. And for the Bingham Miners, under head coach Kyle Stratman, in his seventh season with the 106 wins, 59 loss record, the Miners are 12-7 overall, 6-2 in region play, and they'll go this way with their two-headed monster, Luke West, wearing number 2. He's a senior, along with Parker Snedeker, wearing number 10. Together, they average 40 points per game together. 20.3 for Luke West and 19.7 for Snedeker. They'll also have number 11, Will Kane, who's a senior. Denzel Peoples, number 23, a senior, and Lucas Knighting, number 32, as well, starting. And the tip is controlled by Bingham. The clock you see on your screen is unofficial. Sometimes we'll start it late, stop it late, start it early. Try to keep it synced up with the clock here in the gym. Bingham wearing the home white. Copper Hills wearing the road blue, as Peoples has it with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Peoples now fought for by Reiser, and we've got a jump ball. It'll go to Copper Hills. Here's Mulford. He'll get it back. He's one of the top shooters in the state as a sophomore. And Reiser, his all-around game speaks for itself. Averaging almost 3 rebounds and 4 assists. And it's taken away by Snedeker. He'll go to Luke West, lays it up and in. The dynamic duo connecting on that one to get Bingham on the board. And the press continues on. It looks like a 1-2-2 by Bingham. And then they go back into a man-to-man as Curtis goes against Knighting. Now Reiser, who's guarded by Snedeker. Shot clock down to 15. No face guard or anything, just switching ball screens. The 3 fired up, no good there. And it's fought for, and there's a loose ball. Shot was by Cameron Wilson. And that's on Neidig. The big fella, who's a senior, averaging 4.6 points per game. Here's Curtis to go against Neidig. Put it up, no good. And Johnson tries to save it as he's going out of bounds, and he steps out. It'll be a turnover on the Grizzlies. As it stands right now, Bingham's still in the hunt for the region title. They've got a big game coming up next Friday at Westlake. Westlake came into Bingham, came into the pit, and picked up a big win. They're going to try to return the favor as Neidig goes up and in. So region title still up for grabs as Bingham was picked to win the region in the preseason poll as Johnson tries to go reverse layup, goes underneath the basket, the backboard, as Peoples will now come up the floor. Kick out. Kane for three. That one rolls out. Looked like it was going to get that drop, but it didn't. Reiser. Had 15 points in their win over Cedar Valley on Tuesday. Now 15 on the shot clock. And it's stripped away by Peoples. He's been very active defensively here in the first 3 minutes of the ball game. Now he'll get it. Now Kane will dump down to the big man, and he'll throw it down with the right hand. Lucas Neidig with the thunder slam. And that forces Brian Alfrey to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. But my goodness, was that a beautiful play as he sealed his guy perfectly and just rose up and threw it down with the right hand. That may or may not pop up on the highlight reel that KSL Sports Rewind puts out. This timeout brought to you by Buco's Premium Tool Sales. Make sure you check them out, and we want to thank them for their sponsorship of Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. As there's 4:58 to go here in the first quarter. And a 6-0 lead for Bingham. Last time that these two teams met was earlier in the month, start of the new year. On January 6th, it was an 85-79 win for Bingham. As Mulford brings it into the front court. Checking in is Parker McVeigh, wearing number 24. He'll fade away, and that one good. Parker McVeigh gets Copper Hills on the board. And also checking in is number 23, Gage Lentz. As Denzel Peoples gets a bucket to go. It's 8-2 as McVeigh comes in off the bench, and he's already got 5 points. He is just a junior now, stolen away. Cameron Wilson with the layup. And just like that, it's a 7-2 run for Copper Hills. Peoples, kick out. Luke West, that was deflected, but picked up by Neidig it in. Neidig off to a good start. And that triple by Parker McVeigh was a Ken Garf Honda downtown three-pointer, as Mulford thought about it. Lentz, corner to Wilson. He'll fire for three, no good. And Will Kane will bring it up now to Luke West against McVeigh. Now to Peoples in the corner. Grabbed by West, strong on that one. McVeigh, now Mulford, he'll pull from deep, and yes! Eli Mulford with the Ken Garf Honda downtown three-pointer. A timeout well spent for Coach Alfrey. That has motivated the team. A 10-4 run since that timeout. Neidig guarded by McVeigh. Now here's Kane from deep, and it rolls out. And that goes off of Bingham. And it'll be Copper Hills basketball. Coming in for the Miners is number 0, Owen Bagley, and number 30, that's Derek Peterson, the junior. Bagley also a junior. And Wilson will come out for Copper Hills. And Curtis is back in. Reiser, guarded by Kane. He'll step back. Short corner jumper is good. Nice pull-up jumper there by Reiser. And we got a foul on the drive. It'll be a Gage Lentz.
First personal. First team foul in the quarter.
That's his first personal. And that's the 2 fouls have been called in this game so far. Nice find down low for Will Kane. Executing some great plays to get the ball down low. Reiser, he'll fade. Smooth. Isaiah Reiser with back-to-back buckets. Kane, he's got Mulford on him in the post. Now to Snedeker, no good. Tip, no good. And here comes Gage Lentz. Reiser, he'll spin. Good defense there by Will Kane. Now they're going to blitz him on that hedge. And Mulford gets the shooter's touch. And Coach Stratman wants a timeout. It's also a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Back after this here on the Rewind Sports Network.
In 1971, the world's first Jiffy Lube opened in Utah. For over 50 years, we've been committed to servicing our Utah communities. Jiffy Lube, nationally known, locally owned.
Welcome back. Timeout on the floor by Coach Stratman, brought to you by Buco's Premium Tool Sales. And also, basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance, 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. So Copper Hills has been coming out firing since that first timeout that Coach Alfrey called when it was 6-0 Bingham. They've gone on a 16-6 run since that timeout. And now we'll see if Bingham can bring the same energy coming out of the timeout. On their side is number 24, Logan Gonsalves, checks in for the Miners. Luke West can't get that one to go. Gonsalves and Peterson fight for it. Grabbed by Gage Lentz. Saved. Bingham has it. Step in jumper. No good there by Carson Edmonds, the sophomore. Now Luke West has it. They're looking to blitz him. And he'll get it back again. And that gets the bucket and the foul. And he'll have a chance at a 4-point play. He got, at least from my point of view, he got hit on both of his jumpers. That one was called, and he gets the bucket and the foul. And he has a chance to tie it up here. He misses on that one, and it's tipped out. And again, coach's nightmare. It's an offensive rebound on a free throw as Snedeker makes them pay with the jump, with the paint bucket there. And Bingham with the lead back. And Reiser falls on the floor and he's fouled. Get the clock synced back up here. 31 seconds to go until the end of the first quarter.
First personal, second team.
And Reiser will have a chance. He's pretty much an automatic at the free throw line coming into the season. 88% free throw shooter. He has shot 96 free throws coming into tonight. And he'll be 98 after this trip. Been good. Shot clock turned off. Owen Bagley guarded by Cameron Wilson. Bagley goes on the base, and it's deflected out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off of Copper Hills, off of Curtis. And the officials talk about it. At least the two over on that side, and they agree with each other that it is Bingham basketball with 8.8 to go. Bagley stripped away. Curtis has it with 3 seconds on the clock. He'll hand it to Reiser. He'll fire at the horn, and it won't go. He wants the foul call, and so does the Copper Hills bench. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. Entertaining one with Copper Hills holding an 18-17 lead. We'll be back. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Through 8 minutes of play, Copper Hills holding an 18-17 lead. Trevor Allen here with you. Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network is brought to you by Jiffy Lube and also brought to you by Waddips Insurance Agency. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddips Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental, properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddips Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. As it's blocked coming out of the timeout, that's number 1, Jackson Lowry, the sophomore. Coach Alfrey having to go deeper into his bench with some injuries. And Jackson Lowry is one of those who's benefiting from it. And they didn't start the clock that entire first possession. So we'll get synced back up. And laid up and in by Luke West. And Bingham back on top, 19-18. Here's Curtis. He's stuck. Oh, and they do call him for a double dribble. I was wondering if they considered that a dribble when he did, and they did. I also agree with the call. Lowry will come out after getting a block shot. Here's Peoples. Gonsalves. Edmonds. Go down low to Gonsalves. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Parker McVeigh, who just checked back in. He's the one that got Copper Hills going on that run, 16-6 run. He hit the first 5 points of that swing. Wilson to McVeigh. He'll drive, get stopped. Good defense there by Gonsalves. Mulford with 13 on the shot clock. Guarded by Edmonds, sophomore against sophomore, and the Bingham sophomore gets the steal, and the Copper Hills sophomore commits the foul.
Mulford, first personal, first team foul of the quarter. And 98 came for Bingham.
And Will Kane and Neidig come in for Bingham as Luke West gets another layup to go. And it's a 3-point lead for the Miners. Mulford. Wilson, he'll fire in the paint and draws iron. And a foul on that little scramble. And that's on Wilson.
Foul on Wilson, first personal, second team foul.
Now checking in for Copper Hills is Connor Behunin, number 44. And a 3 for West, and he gets it to go. Luke West with 7 points just in this quarter alone. And it matches the biggest lead of the game for Bingham at this point. The last time they led by 6 was a 6-0 start to the game as Peoples picks up the foul.
First personal, team foul on the quarter.
Riser, maybe a little contact on that, as Bingham is a physical team. You got to be able to match that. Riser comes around the screen. Now we'll go pick and roll to Bingham. And that was the most perfect charge attempt that I've seen at the high school level. It was perfect timing, gave him enough room to get set, and gave the offensive player room to meet him, and then took it right on the chest. That was a textbook charge by Parker Snedeker. Now to Neidig. They've done that power screen a couple of times to get him open. That one doesn't go. Wilson to McVeigh. And it's stripped away by Kane. With 4:46 to go here in the half. And Gage Lentz will come in for McVeigh. Lentz. Now to Wilson. And Wilson falls to the floor, and they call a travel. And Coach Alfrey is not happy with that call. But I didn't see a ton of contact there. He just lost his footing. Here's Peoples. Corner. Kane poke from behind. And he'll stay with Bingham. Neidig. And a three for Snedeker. No good, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Copper Hills basketball. And Jacob Curtis will come in for Bingham. And Wilson loses control. Can't secure the ball, and it's a turnover on the Grizzlies. It's one of those turnovers. I mean, if you're going to turn it over, at least have a dead ball turnover so it sets up your defense, but obviously a turnover like that just can't happen. In the corner is Peterson. No good. West with the offensive board, and he'll get it up onto the rim, and good. Luke West, he's having himself a second quarter. Just by my count, he has 9. Here in the quarters, there's a block, and I believe that they called a foul. They did. And there'll be 2 free throws coming.
Wilson at the line, shooting 2.
Wilson, he gets the first free throw to go. Edmonds will check back in for the Miners. And Wilson misses the second, so he splits that trip. And West just having his way in the paint, imposing his will physically. He's in double figures just in this quarter alone. And most of it's come in the paint. And Curtis, he'll go up and he's fouled. Owen Bagley picks up the personal.
Bagley, first personal, 13.
With 3:34 to go till halftime. And Curtis hits the first free throw. Gage Lentz will come out of the ball game, while Parker McVeigh will check in for Copper Hills. And Curtis goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Peoples. Edmonds. Now to Bagley, who go in against McVeigh. Put it up. That draws nothing. But Peoples gets the offensive board and the bucket and the foul. Denzel Peoples putting in work in the paint. And he'll have a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Bingham with their biggest lead of the game to this point. Here's Reiser now. A hard show there by Edmonds. McVeigh. Mulford. He'll drive in. Fake the pass. It gets the reverse layup to go. Nice move there by Eli Mulford. And the other way. A great pass from Luke West to Owen Bagley. And Coach Alfrey wants a Buco's Premium Tool Sales timeout. It's a full. We'll take it with them. 2:45 to go. Bingham with a 10-point lead here on the Rewind Sports Network.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Welcome back. As you can see, Bingham holding a 10-point lead over Copper Hills, and a lot of that here in the second quarter has been sparked by Luke West, who has had himself a second quarter. Now here's Reiser. Isaiah. And that ball is out of bounds. Off of Reiser. And it'll be Bingham basketball. Good defense there by the Miners. Bagley. And a carrying call. So turnover the other way. Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Brought to you by Jiffy Lube. Eli Mulford, now to Isaiah Reiser. Jacob Curtis at the top of the arc. Reiser, dump down to Curtis. Nice play there, but Peoples collides with him. And the foul is on Denzel Peoples, and Jacob Curtis will go to the free throw line.
Second personal, 14 foul. Curtis on the line, shooting 2.
With 1:58 to go until halftime. Gonsalves and Will Kane will come in, as will Gage Lentz for Copper Hills. Taking a seat is Edmonds, Peoples, and Wilson. Curtis gets that one to go. A 9-point lead. In the corner, Snedeker. Can't get that one to go. Jackson Lowry with the rebound. And Eli Mulford. Now to Isaiah Reiser. Lowry. Dump down Gage Lentz. Good find there as Gage Lentz gets the bucket. Good execution on that play by Copper Hills. Able to get that backside dump down. There's Luke West from deep. It's tipped by Lowry. Eli Mulford probably could have grabbed that, but it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with Bingham. $1:12 to go till halftime. Bagley thought about it. Snedeker to Kane. Kick out to West. Luke kicks it out to Bagley. That one's too strong, and McVeigh on the board. Parker McVeigh averaging 1.5 rebounds and nearly 3 points per game. And a foul on Luke West. That's his first, and that puts Reiser to the line for his 99th and 100th free throws of the season. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, coming in 88% from the charity stripe. And as expected, he goes 2 for 2 on that one, on that trip. And that one's up and in by Gonsalves. About a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now 12 on the shot clock. Reiser splits defenders, dumps down to Lentz. McVeigh in the corner, over the rim. Now throw it ahead. Lentz has it with 3 seconds. Goes to Reiser from the volleyball line, and it goes off the front of the rim. And that's the end of the first half. Bingham with a 35-28 lead. We'll go ahead and take a break. Be back with second half action here in just a bit. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.
In 1971, the world's first Jiffy Lube opened in Utah. For over 50 years, we've been committed to servicing our Utah communities. Jiffy Lube, nationally known, locally owned.
Second half action about to get underway. Trevor Allen here with you. It was an up and down game. It was a 6-0 start for Bingham. Coach Brian Alfrey of Copper Hills calls a timeout. And then Copper Hills went on a 16-6 run and eventually had the 18-17 lead at the end of the first quarter. Then Luke West got things going in the second, scoring in double figures just in the quarter. And Bingham outscored Copper Hills 18-10 as Curtis can't get the layup to go. And here comes Snedeker. Tries to go to Neidig, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Copper Hills basketball. Bingham back in their 1-2-2 press. Now here's Mulford. McVeigh, he gets the start here in the second half. Neidig with the steal. Almost a steal back for Cameron Wilson. Now here's Peoples. Snedeker. And he is fouled. Now, with this duo of Snedeker and West, as Luke West puts it up, can't get it to go. Luke West is second in 6A in points scored with 386. Snedeker is right behind him in fourth with 375. West is third in points per game at 20.3. Snedeker is tied for fifth at 19.7. And then West is tied for sixth in threes with 41. As Reiser throws that one out of bounds. And then Snedeker is first in 6A in three-pointers made with 51. So these guys are neck and neck, but probably one of the best scoring duos in the state. If you were to put them exactly in points, as Neidig tries to hit just his third three-pointer of the season, if you were to put both of their averages together, it would be exactly 40 points per game. With West averaging 20.3 as McVeigh goes off the front of the rim on that one. And Kane the other way, layup, no good. Neidig gets the putback. And Snedeker averages 19.7. Curtis turns and faces. Now he backs down against Neidig. Reiser, good pump fake. Launches it and can't get it to go. Probably won't find a more open look tonight as West tries to throw it down. It goes down, but it takes a second, and Coach Allfrey wants a Buco's Premium Tool Sales timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this, you're watching Copper Hills Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
In 1971, the world's first Jiffy Lube opened in Utah. For over 50 years, we've been committed to servicing our Utah communities. Jiffy Lube, nationally known, locally owned.
Welcome back to Bingham High School. Look at that smooth shot here by the three-time Emmy Award-winning cameraman, Brian McBride. Shout out to him. He and I have worked at KSL all these years. Just met each other for the first time today. Good dude. 39-28 is our score as Copper Hills will have the ball coming out of the timeout. And stolen away by Snedeker, launches it to West, but overthrows his intended receiver, if you still want to put in a football reference. Now Wilson will walk it up. Now here's Gage Lentz. Wilson thought about it, goes right into Snedeker. Nice move there. And it just rolls out. West to Neidig, to the big fella. He'll go up, and McVeigh thought he had it. And now they call the foul on McVeigh.
First personal, second team foul. Neidig at the line, shooting 2.
Neidig, a senior, can't get the first free throw. He gets that one, so he splits the pair. And again, back in that 1-2-2. Reiser crosses the timeline. Jackson Lowry, who just checked in, now to Wilson from deep. Yes! Cameron Wilson from downtown, a Ken Garf Honda downtown three-pointer. To Neidig on the other end. Saves it. Now Snedeker, he's fouled. And that's on McVeigh. That's his second. And Snedeker gets that one to go. Curtis and Mulford will check back in, and Lentz and McVeigh will head to the bench for Coach Allfrey and Copper Hills. Snedeker, the lefty, too strong on that one, in and out. And here comes Mulford. Curtis against Neidig, gets the roll in. Nice move there. Physicality in the post. Nice spin move by Peoples, hangs it up and in. Good hang time there by Denzel Peoples, playing through the contact. Curtis. He'll go back into Neidig, and this time is fouled. He's not shying away from contact here in the second half. He wasn't really shying away from it in the first half either, but some great plays being made here as they've just been trading points. Hasn't really been able to get any stops and no runs either way as Curtis hits the first free throw. With 3:54 to go. Gonsalves, Derek Peterson, and Owen Bagley come in as he misses that second free throw. And Bagley, not quite that tall, and a turnover on Bingham. And they jump back into that press. Looks like they go into that 1-2-2, back into man-to-man, trying to get into that corner to trap. Curtis, back to Reiser. He'll spin. Had no one home on that corner. Finds Wilson. Goes into the chest of Peterson, and the foul is called.
Foul on Peterson, third personal. Wilson, shooting 2.
And Coach Stratman and the official exchanging pleasantries, if you want to call it that. Wilson on the season, averaging just under 5 points per game. He's nearing the 100-point mark on the season, coming in with 91 points. Snedeker. Now to Bagley. Dump down to Gonsalves. He'll lay it up and rolls out. And Bingham will pick up the personal after just checking in. Bingham coming in, following a win over Harriman, 82-58 on Tuesday night. They've won their last 4 games, beating Cedar Valley, Riverton, Mountain Ridge, and Harriman. Their last loss was at home to Westlake, which they'll have that rematch coming up. I believe it's next Friday. On the 6th, so yes, next Friday. They'll have a bye on Tuesday. Dump down to Bingham. And Bagley deflects it out of bounds. Mulford in the corner. Boom. 3-pointer there by Cameron Wilson. And that's a Ken Garf Honda downtown 3-pointer for Copper Hills. Dump down to Bagley, and he travels. Copper Hills slowly chipping away at the lead. Bingham had as much of as a 10-point lead in this game, and they've cut it in half to 5. Mulford thought about it. Guarded by Peterson. to Curtis, guarded by Gonsalves. Stripped away. Good defense there in the post. Curtis dives on the floor. Oh, he's already on the floor. As Reiser comes up with it. Step back. Bang! Isaiah Reiser from downtown, and it's back-to-back. Ken Garf on to downtown triples for the Grizzlies. Bagley trying to answer, too strong. And a wraparound foul. Coach Stratman about to lose his mind before that whistle. Update the scoreboard here for you. 43-41, 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. A nice bounce back quarter here for Copper Hills. When these two teams faced off, as the officials talking to Edmonds, I think they were maybe they're worried about concussion, not really sure, but Edmonds will shoot free throws. When these two teams met on January 6th, it was an 85-79 win for Bingham. Leading the way was Luke West with 31 points and 3 3-pointers. And Snedeker and Bagley each had 15 points apiece for Bingham. And for Copper Hills, Reiser had 31 points, 7 assists along with 4 3-pointers. Mulford had 19 points on 5 3-pointers. And Jacob Curtis added 18 points in the loss. That one rolls in. Back to a 3-point lead for Bingham. As we near the 1 minute mark to go here in the third quarter. Wilson. And he's fouled by Gonsalves. You could probably hear Coach Stratman in the gym saying, Logan, play defense with your hands. Reiser with a fresh shot clock as we hit the 1 minute mark. Wilson, fade in the paint, yes. Cameron Wilson. He's been a big contributor tonight for Copper Hills, and as he three-quartered West in the post, was dang near close to getting a steal on that, but his whistle for the foul. That's his second. And a Bucos Premium Tool Sales timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 44.4 to go till the end of the third quarter. Here on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to the pit. Of what makes it such a hard environment to play in is that student section right there. Bringing the heat here in the pit. As Bingham holding just a 1-point lead with 44.4 to go here in the third quarter. And Luke West will shoot 2 free throws coming out of the Bucos Premium Tool Sales timeout. And he gets the first one. A reminder, Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, brought to you by Jiffy Lube. Make sure you check them out. And at Jiffy Lube. Or excuse me, that's the wrong point. Let's get that corrected. 46-43. Reiser to Mulford. About a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reiser blocked by Snedeker. Good defense there by Parker. Edmonds to West. He'll be patient down on the block, and he gets it to go. Great patience there as 2 defenders go by, and he gets the up and in. Mulford to Reiser with 3 seconds on the clock, and a foul. They had a foul to give. Go ahead and let the clock run out. There's 2.5 on the clock. as Reiser will trigger on the baseline. Now to Curtis, blocked away by Bagley at the horn. Good defense there by the Miners. And through 24 minutes, Bingham with a 5-point lead, back with the fourth quarter after this. Tight ball game here at the pit at Bingham High School, Region 2 basketball. As we're heading down the home stretch, it's hard to believe that we're almost done with the regular season. Got 2 more full weeks till we have the bracket reveal show for 5A and 6A, which you will see exclusively on KSLSports.com. The only way that the brackets will be announced is on KSLSports.com and then released later on the UHSAA website an hour later. And then, of course, we will have you covered all the way to the Huntsman Center as we look to crown a champion in high school basketball in boys and girls. Luke West. And a push off there and an offensive foul on Luke West. Coach Stratman not happy with that call, neither is Luke West. Those are hard calls to make, I'll just say that. There's a reason why I don't officiate anymore, because it can be a difficult thing to do. And over and back on Mulford, so a turnover. Here's Edmonds. Down low to Bagley. Nice play there. Coming around to curl and then finding the slip on that. Great execution as Snedeker takes it away from Mulford. And he'll lay it up and in, and the foul. And Coach Alfrey's going to want a timeout. Not a great start to the fourth quarter for Copper Hills. And Coach wants a Bucos Premium Tool Sales timeout. And it'll be a 30. We'll keep it right here as Rewind Sports Network, brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC, and also by Waddups Insurance Agency. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddups Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental, properties, car, or recreational vehicles, Waddups Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. 7:22 to go. And it is a 4-0 run off of turnovers from Copper Hills turnovers, and the live ball turnovers, the ones you want to avoid. As Snedeker will look to complete the 3-point play. And he does, back to a 10-point lead. And another turnover as Edmonds turns it back over. And Reiser goes straight back to the scorer's table. Curtis, no good. McVeigh can't get that one to go either. Luke West. Laid up and off the glass and in. Luke West, I gotta say, Bingham has impressed me with their outlet passes. They've been on point as Wilson connects on a Ken Garf Honda downtown triple. And the other way is Parker Snedeker. It's like pick your poison. You try to shut one down, and then you got another guy who averages near 20 points per game. McVeigh, he gets the layup and in. A lot of offense here in the fourth quarter. We're not even 2 minutes in, and it's 9 points for Bingham in the quarter, and 5 for Copper Hills.
Second team foul. Riser for
And Riser will check in for Curtis.
Peterson in for Bingham.
Lowry will come back in for Parker McVeigh for Copper Hills. And good defense there by Lowry. Here's West. He'll fire from 3, a contested one, and he gets it to go. Luke West. Hand down, man down, as Mark Jackson used to say. Cameron Wilson. No good. Bagley to Snedeker. And no good. Riser tries to get it, and it'll go off of Copper Hills. Be Bingham basketball. To Kane. And you can't get the 3 to go. Lowry on the rebound. Luke West had 19 points and 3 3-pointers in their last game against Harriman. And also Snedeker with 13 points and 3 triples. Will Kane had 4 threes and 14 points. And Denzel Peoples with 13. So 4 guys in double figures. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mulford, good defense there by Kane. West switches off onto him, and he blocks it. And we'll see if they put any time on the shot clock. They're going to say 1 second on the shot clock. Great defense there on ball. Not a ton of ball movement, though, for Copper Hills. As Curtis will check in. Mulford, you play defense for 34 seconds, and then you get a 3-pointer because there's a foul away from the ball on Will Kane. So now a turnover. And by the way, that's a Kengar Honda downtown 3-pointer by Eli Mulford. Here's Lentz. Riser. And they say 10 seconds. Didn't get it across in time. And the thing is, you can't argue it because the shot clock doesn't lie. Normally you go off of, the hand motion to count. Now, since we had the shot clock implemented a few years ago, can't do that anymore. Can't say, oh, that was too quick of a count. And indeed is a 10-second call. Bagley to West. Drive into the paint, float it up and in. Luke West. 62-51. Wilson. It's loose. McVeigh on the floor. And it's a jump ball. Alternating possession will go to Copper Hills. Curtis. Mulford. Riser. He'll fire for 3. No good. Mulford tips it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bingham basketball. And Curtis will come back out. Lay up and in for Will Kane. And the largest lead of the game at this point is 13 for Bingham. Reiser, McVeigh with the layup. Good move to get into the paint and finish with the layup. Kane, backdoor to West. And he can't get it to go, but he will go to the free throw line. Now it's on Gage Lentz.
Fourth personal, 13th. West at the line, shooting 2.
If the playoffs were to start today, in the RPI at least, Bingham would be number 5 in 6A. Copper Hills would be 15th. So they would avoid that first round game. There's only one first round game in 6A because of having 17 teams. So the top 15 get first round buys. And an offensive board and a three-pointer rolls out, but Peoples with the putback. Wilson, too hard off the glass. Snedeker now. Peoples, Euro steps, but McVeigh blocks it. Here's Lentz, and he's fouled on the drive. Get that clock synced up. 3:06 to go here in the game. And Lowry will come in for McVeigh. Reiser looks down to Lentz. Nice pass there from Reiser to get Gage Lentz a bucket. Peoples, Snedeker, don't want to leave him open. He leads 6A in threes made. Fortunate on that one for Copper Hills. West, pass fake, dump down to Kane, reverse layup, good. And Coach Stratman wants a timeout with 2:30 to go. It's a 30. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Be back after this.
In 1971, the world's first Jiffy Lube opened in Utah. For over 50 years, we've been committed to servicing our Utah communities. Jiffy Lube, nationally known, locally owned.
Having a little fun here in the student section in the pit. As there's 2.5 minutes to go here in this one. It'll be Copper Hills basketball following the timeout. Mulford trying not to cross the timeline in the corner because that's where they want you in the 1-2-2 press. Wilson is stripped away. Reiser kicks in the corner to Mulford. He'll pump fake. Poke from behind. Good steal there by Will Kane. Now Bagley. Lentz applying pressure and a foul.
Foul on Lentz. That's his 5th personal.
And that's 5 fouls. On, I believe it's on Gage Lentz.
McVeigh in for Copper Hills.
Oh. My clipboard falls down. Dumped down to Gonsalves, stripped away and taken away by Copper Hills. Lowry to Mulford. That one's short. 1:45 to go. Dump down to the big fella, Neidig with the bucket. And now it's a 16-point lead for Bingham. Mulford from deep, swish. Another Ken Garf Honda downtown three-pointer for Eli Mulford. To Derek Peterson. Gonsalves. Tries to go to Neidig. Saved by Peterson. And collected by Gonsalves. Now here's Will Kane. As we're under a minute to go. As Joe Herrera and Lucas Laranda are going to check in, as that one goes off the window, no good. And that one does, the putback for Kane. And an air ball on that one. And the backcourt duo of Mulford and Reiser, their night is done. Will Kane. There's something on the floor. Not sure what that was. Number 22, Copper Hills, that's Brock Mitchell. Shot clock is tenths of seconds apart, so less than a second. So they'll probably just take the turnover here. Oh, coach is just telling him just to chuck it up with a second on the clock. And that will do it. Final score, 73-58. Bingham picking up the win. They improved to 13-7 overall and 7-2 in Region 2 action. They will next be in action at Westlake. Chance to give Westlake their second region loss of the season and split the season series and have a chance at a share of the region title. You'll be able to see that game right here on KSLSports.com next Friday. And then they will go to Cedar Valley and finish off the regular season against Riverton at home. And for Copper Hills, they'll drop to 7-13 overall, 1-8 in Region 2 play. They will next be in action at Mountain Ridge on Tuesday night. And you'll be able to see that game right here on KSLSports.com. And then they will finish out the regular season with 2 home games against Harriman and Riverton before heading into the playoffs. We want to thank our sponsors, Tab Bank, Waddups Insurance Agency, Jiffy Lube, Ken Garf Honda Downtown, and Buco's Premium Sales. From my man Brian McBride on the camera, I'm Trevor Allen. Wishing you all a good weekend, and we'll see you next time on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Good night.